Hello everyone and welcome to another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be my weekly deliveries video. Got quite a few to show for this week, going to have quite a few next week as well. And then obviously the week after I'll have been paid. Planning on meeting up with Tim the weekend, that weekend. So should probably have a few stuff to show off then. But yeah, I'll get straight into it because the live stream's in about... still got a while actually, to be honest. About 2 hours, just under 2 hours. But this will be going up tomorrow, Tuesday anyway. So I'll show the two DVDs I've got first. First off, I have seen this film before and I thought it was incredible. It's one of my favourite Michael Mann films. And Roy was talking about it in his weekly watches. Not the one just gone, the one before. And it just made me realise I haven't got it in the collection. And I needed to get it. I do need to rewatch it again. It's the excellent The Insider with Al Pacino, Russell Crowe. You've got Christopher Plummer, Philip Baker Hall. As I said, it's a Michael Mann film, and it's just a brilliant film. Nominated for 6 Oscars. It's about like a whistleblower. It's based on a true story about a whistleblower. He was a tobacco executive, and he became a whistleblower for the government. And it's a thriller about trying to fight to pursue the truth, to get the truth out there. And I remember it being absolutely incredible. One of my favourite Michael Mann films. Obviously not quite as good as Heat, but it's a close second, I would say. But yeah, just the standard. I've not even turned the disc around yet. Standard DVD here, because we don't have a Blu-ray over here. There is a Blu-ray import available, but I just wanted a DVD so I could give it a watch again at some point in the near future. Michael Gambon's in this, yeah, I forgot that as well. So yeah, that's my first one. That is The Insider. Next up, you may think a bit of a random pickup. I'll give you a bit of a background to this. Now, I'm one of the probably few people that watch the channel, probably don't watch it, but I am an EastEnders fan. I've been watching it on and off most of my life. But I've started watching it religiously again since the new year, every day. And I'm actually bummed out because tonight, usually they release, you're probably not interested, usually they release episodes at 6 o'clock every morning on the iPlayer, so that's my commute sorted, have some of my commute sorted. I usually watch that every day. But today, the new showrunner's taken over, and something big's happening. Apparently, I think someone's coming back into it. So they've not done that, and you can only watch it at 7:30 tonight. Obviously 7:30 is when the live stream starts, so I've got to wait until the morning until I go into work. But on the plus side, I get to watch 2 back to back. But anyway, enough babbling on about that. And recently, the last week has focused on the characters Cat and Alfie, who got married for a 3rd time. And there was actually this really good spin-off series. It's called Cat and Alfie Redwater. Almost 10 years ago this came out now. If you're not a fan of EastEnders, put that aside. I'd still recommend this as a drama by itself. It doesn't focus too much on their characters. You've got a lot of different characters. It's set in Ireland, on the Irish coast, in a little village called Redwater. You've got brilliant Irish actors in it. You've got, as you can see on the front, one of the leads, Fionnuala Flanagan, I think that's how you say her name, who's excellent Irish actress. She's been in many things. Ian McKellen as well is in it, who's another really great Irish actor, and lots of other actors that you probably know their faces but not their names. And I really recommend this if you've not seen it, or if you like murder mystery type things. It's 6 episodes, and it basically, like I said, a murder mystery thing, trying to uncover secrets from the past. Something happened, I think it's about 20 years ago, at the start of this. You see what happens, and it kind of starts the series of events that happens in the story, and you get to know these different characters, and all the secrets they have. And like I said, there's murder in it, right in the first episode actually. And yeah, it's brilliant. But if you're EastEnders fans, if you've not seen this, then I'd recommend checking it out. Like I said, 6 episodes, about £3 I got this for on eBay, and it's great. I've rewatched the first episode again, and like I said, they're not in it very much, so it's more. It's definitely the definition of a spin-off, because they aren't the lead characters in this, although obviously the title would suggest otherwise. It is more of a crime, mystery, thriller type thing. And yeah, well worth watching if you're interested in those sorts of things. So that is Redwater. Then we'll get on to the Blu-rays. As per usual, these are all pretty much recommendations from other people. First up's one that I have seen before, just needed to add it to the collection, and I know Sam rewatched this or watched this for the first time last month, and I realised I didn't have it in the collection, and it is pretty much overdue a rewatch, and it is This Is the End, with all the kind of comedic actors that you'd expect. You got James Franco, Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen, Jay Baruchel, Danny McBride, Craig Robinson, Michael Cera, Emma Watson, loads of others cameoing in it as well. And it's basically about the apocalypse happens all whilst these like celebrities are having a house party. I think it's at James Franco's house, if I remember rightly, and 6 of them manage to escape into the house unscathed, and it's a comedic post-apocalyptic type film, and it's very funny from what I remember. If you like these actors, you kind of know what you're expecting going into it. I think it's a lot of fun. It's one that I go back to quite a lot, and Seth Rogen actually directed this one as well, alongside his partner, or producing partner, Evan Goldberg. And yeah, if you like these sorts of comedies and you've not seen it, I'd recommend it. It's pretty funny, pretty easy go and watch. But I won't go too much into the plot, because it's one of those you should just watch for yourself. Go in knowing basic stuff like what I've said, and I think you'll have a good time with it. So that is This Is the End. Next up's one I actually watched last night, and it is Steven Soderbergh's The Limey with Terence Stamp and Peter Fonda. This is like a crime thriller about a criminal. He's just got out of prison. He's found that his daughters died under mysterious circumstances. It's being put down as an accidental death, but he believes otherwise. So he flies over to LA to kind of find out a bit more about what happened to her, what she was doing, who she was with. So it's kind of a brooding character kind of crime thriller about him trying to find out the truth about what really happened to his daughter. I love Terence Stamp. He's brilliant in this. It's not the best Soderbergh film. It's very bruising. It's quite slow going, although it is only an hour and a half. But it's a good watch. I did enjoy it still. I thought the story was good. As I said, the characters in this were very interesting. And yeah, it's one I'd give a watch again, and I could definitely recommend this. I didn't absolutely love it. I know Sam loved this one. I'm probably on about the same level as Roy with this one. That I thought was okay, but it kind of built up to a bit of a disappointing end. But yeah, still worth a watch nonetheless. That is The Limey. Next up, one that's just come in the post today, and not a recommendation. He's a favourite director of mine. He's got a great cast, and it's one that I've just never seen, and I got it like for about £5 through Music Magpie, I think. It's a film called Wonderstruck, and this is a Todd Haynes film, who you may know as the director of films such as Safe, Far From Heaven, Carol, May, December. He's done a lot of really great films. And this one's like a fantasy type film, I think, set 50 years apart, focuses on 2 children from 2 different eras who wish their lives are different, and they basically go on quests to find more about themselves. So it's sort of coming of age in a way. I think the one set in this is part of it's black and white and part of it's colour, basically. You got some brilliant actors in here. I mean, Julianne Moore, who I absolutely love, Michelle Williams, Oakes Fegley, Millicent Simmons. So yeah, some good actors in here. And as I said, Todd Haynes is a favourite director of mine, so I am really looking forward to giving this one a watch, hopefully very soon. So yeah, that is Wonderstruck. Next up, this was Roy's recommendation again, I think. Yeah, quite a few of these are Roy's recommendations, to be honest with you. The Right Stuff, I believe Roy spoke about this a few weeks ago in his weekly watches. I'm a big fan of like space films, like the space age type films, going into astronauts going into space in the 60s, and this is very much the same sort of thing. I'm not too sure what the story exactly is, so might be good going into it fairly blind, but Roy had a lot of praise for this one. It's very long though, 192 minutes, so probably one for a Sunday afternoon, I would have thought. Ed Harris, Barbara Hershey, Sam Shepard, Dennis Quaid, Fred Ward, Lance Henriksen, Veronica Cartwright, music by Bill Conti, produced by Owen Winkler, and written and directed by Philip Kaufman. So some brilliant talent behind this. And like I said, can't go wrong with a good space age type film. And yeah, as I said, I'm not too familiar with this story. The Flying Fraternity and the Mercury astronauts, the first Americans in space. So yeah, I don't really know too much about this story. So I will definitely be going into this one as blind as possible. But yeah, I'm looking forward to giving that one a watch. That is The Right Stuff. Next up, another one that Roy watched last week, I think. And it's one I've seen before, and I don't know why I don't have it in the collection. So I picked it up for a couple of quid. Because it's another one. I love anything to do with food. Chef's a favourite of mine. I know Roy loves Chef as well. And this came out around the same time and is a similar sort of thing. And it's called Burnt with Bradley Cooper. About a chef who goes to London, takes over this restaurant. He's already got 2 Michelin stars. He's trying to get his 3rd, which is like the highest you can get as a chef. And it's all about him trying to get this star. Everyone around him. I mean, you've got Sienna Miller, Omar Sy, who's a great French actor, Daniel Bruhl, Matthew Rhys, Uma Thurman, Emma Thompson, Alicia Vikander. Just trying to see if there's any other names that I've not said. Lily James. Yeah, those are most of the names. But yeah, it's been a while since I watched this. Written by Stephen Knight as well. He's a very good writer, I think, in my opinion. Behind Peaky Blinders, of course. And yeah, one that I've not seen for a while, so again, probably overdue a rewatch. But I remember really enjoying this one, so that is Burnt. Next up, this was on one of Sam's videos going back a few weeks ago now about titles that aren't available on Blu-ray over here or need a re-release, like a reissue because they're quite out of print. This was one of them. The lead actor is a favourite actor of mine. He's sadly no longer with us, but he did some terrific films, especially in the 90s. Sam was really praising this one, said it was my sort of film, so was very lucky to find this copy. Did pay a bit more than I would have liked to, but it's one that I know that I'm going to enjoy, so I'm happy to have it. And it is Sean Connery in Finding Forrester, which is a Gus Van Sant film who he obviously directed 5 years prior to this, Good Will Hunting. It's drama. It also stars F. Murray Abraham, Anna Paquin, Busta Rhymes, Rob Brown, and I believe Sam said Matt Damon has a small role in it as well. Obviously returning from Good Will Hunting, reuniting with Gus Van Sant. And yeah, I don't know too much about this. I think Sean Connery plays a writer who meets a young boy, kind of helps him learn the way of the world. They form a friendship, that sort of thing. But like I said, Sean Connery's a favourite of mine, so I'm sure I'm going to enjoy this one. So I'm very happy to have it in the collection, even though it's, like I said, Eureka, very out of print now, so I was just lucky to get the copy that I did. So yeah, that is Finding Forrester. Next up, another one of Roy's recommendations. Going back quite a bit now, I think, and I think Stuart's just picked this one up as well, which was kind of the trigger for me pulling it up. It won 3 Oscars, and it is Dangerous Liaisons. starring the beautiful Glenn Close and Michelle Pfeiffer, and John Malkovich as well. Yeah, some terrific actors in it. Uma Thurman, Keanu Reeves is in this one, Susie Kurtz. It's a Stephen Frears film as well. It looks like a costume period drama. It's based on a book, if I believe correctly. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not too familiar about exactly what it's about, but I remember a while back Roy praised this one, and I really enjoy all of the actors in this. And a few people, like I said, have been picking this one up recently, so I thought I pulled the trigger because it was cheap enough. So yeah, that is Dangerous Liaisons. And again, this was one of Sam's watches last month. He talked highly of this, and I have actually seen this before. Surprisingly enough, it was actually a TV film over in the States, a HBO film. But it's one that I'm guessing did get some sort of cinema release over here because it was distributed by E1. And yeah, like I said, I've seen this a while ago, and I love these sorts of like showbiz dramas, biopics. And it's Behind the Candelabra, which is the biopic about Liberace. In this, played by Michael Douglas, and this is a very different role for Michael Douglas, who up until this point I don't think had ever done anything like this before. Got Matt Damon in this as well, who I think plays his lover from memory. And again, I got this because both myself and Sam are on quite a big Steven Soderbergh kick at the moment. One of both of our favourite directors. He's done some cracking films, and like I said, I have actually seen this before. So I just thought for a couple of quid I'd pick it up and give it a watch again, because it's been quite a while, and it's definitely overdue a rewatch. Just trying to... Scott Bakula's in this as well, Dan Aykroyd, Rob Lowe, Debbie Reynolds. What a cast! I mean, I've forgotten how many great people are in this as well. I think that's Matt Bomer in it as well, but he's not on name on the back. Yeah, I might get into this one at some point this week, because like I said, I do like a good showbiz biopic. So that is Behind the Candelabra. And then these are all Amazon purchases. Or I got a voucher from work, £50 voucher from work, so I spent a bit of it. This first one, I think again Roy recommended this. These directors are directors I'm really looking to get into more. I picked up a DVD in the charity shop, in my last charity shop haul, directed by them. I think, is it called One of Our Aircraft is Missing? I'm just trying to see if I can see it from here. Yeah, One of Our Aircraft is Missing. And this is the same director, and many consider this to be their best film, and it's called The Red Shoes, which is a Powell and Pressburger film. I believe A Matter of Life and Death is another one I need to try and get hold of. Stuart's spoken about that, and is it Colonel Blimp? Something about Colonel Blimp. That one as well. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure what this one's about, but it had a lot of people recommending it. So I am definitely going to give it a go. Just trying to see. I don't know if there's anyone I know in it. No, can't say I've heard any of the people in this one. So yeah, I'll give that one a go, see if that's any good. The Red Shoes. And this one I saw at the cinema at the start of the year, and thought for 15 quid, I've got the other 3 films, I'll get this one because I enjoyed this one as well, and I could definitely do with rewatching it again at some point. And it is the final instalment in the Bridget Jones franchise, Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy. Like I said, really enjoyed this one. It was a great ending to a really good, strong British franchise. I know Roy surprisingly loves the Bridget Jones films. This is a good one, Roy. I definitely, when this goes down, or if it's in an offer, definitely recommend picking this one up and giving it a watch. Obviously, Renee Zellweger returning. You've got Hugh Grant back. Colin Firth for a very small role in the film. Chiwetel Ejiofor, Leah Woodall, Nico Parker, who is Tandy Newton's daughter. She's just starred in the new How to Train Your Dragon film as well. Jim Broadbent, again, very small role in this one. And Gemma Jones, who obviously plays her mum. Celia Imrie as well. All the people that have been in the previous films basically are back in this. And it's exactly what you expect from a Bridget Jones film. And I really enjoyed it. So I thought I'd spend my voucher on this as well. So that's Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy. And then I delved into the 2 for 15, 2 that have been on my radar, on my list for a while. And I pulled the plug. I might get a few more when payday comes, because there's still a few more I'm quite interested in getting. First one, been on my list for absolutely ages, is One Crazy Summer. John Cusack, Demi Moore, Bobcat Goldthwait, 80s, coming of age, comedy, tick, 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 all the boxes for me. And that's all I needed to know, really. Curtis Armstrong, who I almost forgot his name when talking about Revenge of the Nerds, in a video I don't think you've actually seen yet. But yeah, he's always great. So yeah, I just thought I've got to give this a go because it can't be bad. This one was the director sold me on this. It's a Sidney Lumet film. That's all that needs to be said. Prince of the City. I'm sure it's going to be a great. If it's Sidney Lumet, I'm sure it's going to be great. You've got Treat Williams, the late Treat. He was great, wasn't he? Treat Williams, such a great actor, and I've heard this is one of his best films. Jerry Orbach, who you may know from Dirty Dancing, and then he went on to do Law and Order. Bob Balaban, been in quite a lot of Wes Anderson's films. And yes, Stuart, I had to bring up Wes Anderson. I'm going to try and do that in every video because Stuart can't stand Wes Anderson. And me and Sam won't shut up about him. But yeah, in a lot of his films. And he was in Lady in the Water as well. Underrated Shyamalan film, in my opinion. So yeah, it's a crime drama, I think. Looks like it's set in New York. So yeah, for the 2 for 15, I thought I'd add that one as well. So that's Prince of the City. And that is everything I've got up to this point. As I said, I've got quite a few stuff on order still to come. So they will all be shown in next week's video. Should be a good one there. The live stream will have happened by the point you see this video. So I don't know. I can't really predict what's going to happen in the future. But I hope you enjoyed the live stream if you watched it. I can say that, I suppose. But yep, that's it for now. So if you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, let me know if you've seen any of those ones down below. Let me know your thoughts on them as well. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Turn your notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded to the channel. Comment down below anything and everything. As you know, I always take the time to get back to anyone that leaves me a comment because I really do appreciate it. And that is it. So until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.